Hi everyone, just a very quick check-in because as you can see these lovely Brembo road and track pads have arrived for the MT-10. Now then, had a little bit of feedback from you guys on this, and some people have used these before, and just to kind of back up what they say, let me tell you, these things, if you don't have a particularly good brake system on your bike or you're looking to upgrade your bike's braking system, these really are the absolute nuts for both road and track use, hence being called road and track. They're about £72 a set. Well, they are for the MT-10 anyway, and I'm very much looking forward to getting them on. The reason I'm not going to put them on right this moment is because I don't have any copper, slippy, greasy type stuff which you want to put on the back of the pad and some other bits and pieces. So I'll take them to JHS, who will have some at some point, and do it there or somewhere similar. Now, I'm wearing a glove, as you can see, so I just want to show you kind of what I mean about the brakes. For 95% of the time, they're actually pretty good. They're fine, they work great, and they're not a problem. However, as you can see here, if I put my gloved hand on this, I tend to brake on most bikes with 1 or 2 fingers maximum. Now, again, for 90% of the time, I can kind of do this on the MT-10. If you look here, so you kind of squeeze there, this is really where things start happening. And that is enough for general stuff. The problem I've got is if I need to a little bit more brake in a hurry, then my fingers are instantly trapped. Now I tend to ride with my hands quite towards the end of the bars anyway on all bikes, so I've already got quite a lot of lever travel. If I were to adjust this lever to put it out further though, my fingertips would be right on the edge and I wouldn't feel as comfortable. So what I find myself quite often doing is using 3 fingers, 3-finger braking on the MT-10, which then, you know, it's fine, but it kind of feels a bit weird because you're kind of changing how you ride a little bit, and I'm sure you all know if you have to change any little thing sometimes it can really freak you out. So and the problem with the overall bite of these brakes is, again, so kind of that movement, there's not really much is happening. So when you get to there, that's when the brake pressure starts to increase. However, if you really then want to pull, when you get to this part here and you think, oh, where's the power? And you just feel the power starting to kick in, and then realise you're not going to get that bite stopping power that you expect. And then every now and then on this, what happens when you get to here is the ABS will cut in. So you end up losing a bit of braking power. And again, most of the time, it's absolutely fine. It's not a huge problem. It's just those instances where you want a bit more, because they are really progressive anyway. But I'm hoping that these road and track pads will give me more bite here in this part and power, so by the time I need to go to here, a lot of the braking's already done, or I've got the extra power I want, and that will happen before the ABS algorithms go, something's wrong, and kick in and do something. Quickly, while I've got you here, let's talk about tyres. Tyres! Let's talk about tyres. I'm going to change the tyres on the MT-10 quite soon. Now, as standard, these have Bridgestone's S20 on them, which is a cracking tyre, to be fair. These are OE tyres though. Now the thing about OE tyres is sometimes you don't quite get what you think you're getting. Sometimes you're lucky, it'll come on a Super Corsa or a Bridgestone RS10 or something like that, and you know you're getting a pucker tyre, you know, or a Michelin Pilot Road 3 or Pilot Road 4 or something, and those tyres can't be faked, for want of a better word. Then you get other OE tyres. If you take Dunlop's D214, for example, that is just the designation of an OE tyre, and Dunlop will make these tyres for manufacturers to their specifications. But we did have something a few years ago where we found a top sports bike came on a tyre which said it was something, which was a brand new tyre that had come out at the time, and it had the same tread pattern. But a year or so later, with a bit of digging, we discovered that actually the tyre was an older generation tyre, but with the newer generation tyre tread pattern on, which is a little bit naughty, but you know, that's OE. Anyway, these tyres have been fine. They've been really good. Now, what I did want to do was try the new S21s. Now, I went out to Abu Dhabi to do the launch of the S21s, and I have to say, for a middle ground kind of tyre, which is 2 tiers below their sporty stuff, it fared really well. The front was absolutely epic, like all Bridgestones, absolutely epic. It just gripped and gripped and gripped and gripped. The rear, because of the tyre it is, it's to do with wet weather skill and longevity, actually had enough grip to play fairly hard on around Yas Mariner's track. You know, it's never going to be a proper track tyre. So for it to perform as well as it did there was really impressive. So I'm looking forward to trying a set of them on either the MT-10 or something else quite soon. Now, they're low on stock at the moment because they're selling quite well. So in the meantime, whilst I wait for stock of those to come in, I am going to try some Pirelli Rosso Corsas. The Rosso 3 is out, which is also a cracking tyre, and it's, you know, kind of the same level as the S21, but these Rosso Corsas we used a couple of years ago at Pagusa for our Naked Sports Bike of the Year test, and they were absolutely brilliant. I mean, Pagusa was a lot of high-speed turns right on the edge of the tyre, and considering it wasn't their Super Corsa, you know, to say I was impressed, or all of us were really impressed with them, was a bit of an understatement. So I'm going to give a set of these a go first. Get the MT-10 out on track. I know I promised I'd show you some video for this video of the quick shifter and stuff, but we will get to that eventually. Hopefully next week I'll be able to get this on track and have a proper play without getting arrested, basically. So, so hopefully by the next video I'll have new tyres on, new brake pads, and oh, actually, before I forget, I did have one more addition to the bike, which was a Yamaha official accessory. And apologies, it's a bit dirty, it's had some rain. And it's just a replacement chain guard here. The standard one, it's kind of a bit, yeah, it was a bit meh, to be quite honest with you. It didn't really seem very sturdy. I mean, I'm not sure how sturdy these things are supposed to be, but this one looks much nicer. And to be fair, it's only a few quid. And when it's clean, it certainly improved the look of the bike. So yeah, there you go. So as I said, new tyres, new brake pads, some time on the racetrack, big wheelies, lots of fun like the MT is, and so yeah, the next instalment should be a lot more exciting, fingers crossed. Right, bye.